Wilmot. Chamadeu. And Rose. Now he's off and running. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Timber. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, sweet feet. Puts in a cross. Berger gets it away. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, that's not... Cannon! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Gibson. And they've got rid. Chamadeu. And there's a searching pass. Stoke finding their passes. Oh, the clearance is short. Plays it in low. He's had a go. Gabriel Jesus. Now that looks a decent ball. Timber is in a really good position out wide. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Great hit! Played out to the right. Oh, well played, well played. Nicely aimed pass. Over to the left. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well played, well played.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved
Cannon.
infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
Cannon. A goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before
Well,
the
that
break.
is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That is good.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nice ball, and he might be in here. Alexander-Arnold. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And here comes the corner. Timber can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. Gabriel Jesus chasing after it. Now it's Foden. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Kumas. Adams getting this one clear. He's been picked out. Hits one! They've got to be quick to recover this. Nunez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Kerkez. He has found the way through. Crossed it again. And he's there to clear it. Could move up a gear here. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Kumas. Played out to the left flank. Oh, they can break here. Chamateu. Chamateu. It's an early cross. Defending of the desperate variety.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Inter Milan are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That is lovely. Foden.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Darwin. Zirkzee. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. Inter clear. And the referee brings it to a close. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already... Can he finish? And it's a goal! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Dijk. Foden. And Adams. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Darwin. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, they can break here. Mateta. Now it's Sarr. Alexander-Arnold does well to stand firm and defend it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well timed. Excellent interception. Gabriel Jesus. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Foden. Gets his pass away. And that is out of play.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Timber. Adams. And it's Van Dijk. Chooses to go cross-field. Hughes. And it's Klein. Now it's Sarr. It's a good-looking cross. And that should get the job done. Alexander-Arnold.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Klein.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Timber. Foden. Thinks one through. Gabriel Jesus. Wriggles his way through. Hangs one in. And he's managed to get rid. Nunez! It's there! They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit.
And we hit half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. How would you review the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mitchell.
Build up this. Plenty of really nice
Kamada. Lovely bit of skill.
Mitchell.
Oh, right place, right time.
Kamada.
Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus tries making a foray down the right.
Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Making a foray down the right.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Mitchell. Now it's Kamada. Back into the middle.
Now it's Kamada.
Now it's Sarr. It's a sweet ball, that.
Into the middle.
Alexander-Arnold.
Now it's Sarr.
Adams.
It's a sweet ball that.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Everything to subdue him here. Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying
And
balls
it's
all over
hoisted
the
clear.
pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause.
Mateta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
But it's got the job done. Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered.
Picked out, and the shot!
That had to be spot on. And
Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Mitchell fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
somehow he's missed it. Mitchell fully appreciates that. He could have won it then. And now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Cleared without hesitation.
Cleared without hesitation.
Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional.
He's got the shot away!
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. He's got the shot away!
And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan, perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.
Inter Milan, perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Noise at this place is truly special.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It adds to a massive sense of occasion.
It's out of play, and it is a goal kick.
Got underway here pretty promptly. Out of play, and it is a goal kick.
Gabriel Jesus. Timber. And Gabriel Jesus.
Gabriel Jesus.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
This is the time you need that pace. There they go, hunting again.
Bicep, and he wins out. This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He is through here.
Hunting again.
Timber.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Get you into areas of possibility.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
And it's Sissoko.
It seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Sissoko.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Now who's going to be first to this?
Alexander-Arnold.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
At ease on the ball. Alexander-Arnold. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to
Foden.
capitalise on now.
And here's Jesus. Can he get away here?
Foden. And here's Jesus. Can he get
Darwin.
away here?
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that's gone loose.
Darwin. Bumps it off it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
It's a good one. Execution of it.
Now it's shapes to
That
shoot!
just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Now it's shapes to shoot.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Chooses to go cross-field.
A goal here just before half-time could mean a great
Foden.
deal.
Van Dijk. Spread it left. Darwin.
Van Dijk. Spread it left. Darwin.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head.
Infallible then.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. He has found the way through. Great work on the overlap.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Alexander-Arnold.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Oh, what a pass! And he's gone back. Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Isaac! It's there! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Inter Milan are in front now. Hits one!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Keep calm.
Now it's Adama Traore. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Van Dijk. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. It's a really well-measured ball. Wriggles his way through. He's got away. Adama Traore! That's a half-decent try. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific whistle.
Inter Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started.
Fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And they can counter here. Solanke. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the number 10 may be a fading role, Peter, but I suppose it's more about evolution than extinction. And I'd see James Maddison as the perfect example of this. These days, even creative players need to be strong, mobile, versatile, and he ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Van Dijk.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
And here's Jesus. Here's Rodri. Couldn't squeeze it through. Spence. Solanke. Now it's Son Heung-min. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's really well manoeuvred. Hits one! Goal! Inter! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Alexander-Arnold really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Foden. And here's... It's Gabriel Jesus!
Gabriel Jesus really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Son Heung-min. Maddison.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Adams clears it away. And it's been taken short. Played in by Son Heung-min. And now they can spring out of defence.
Played in by Son Heung-min. And now they can spring out of defence.
Sa. Aimed. And the finish! He scores! They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are back on the way. No reported change to either side during the break. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Foden.
Foden.
Most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it. Foden.
Spence.
Madison.
Looking to add to his goal.
Foden.
Foden.
Madison looking to add to his
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There he goes, motoring forward.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Oh, good-looking ball. And now the breakaway just eases him off the ball. And here's Nunez.
Good looking ball.
He's under a lot of pressure there. That's headed upfield.
And here's Nunez.
And he was alert to it. And the counter is on. It's gone out for a throw-in.
And the counter is on. Gone out for a throw-in.
Sa. Alexander-Arnold. And Adams. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Van Dijk. Deftly out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spence. Here's Bissouma.
Madison.
Spence. Son Heung-min. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Place it in low.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Darwin. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That is good alertness.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good take in a good area. Out to the right. And that's gone loose. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winning. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Jesus. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gabriel Jesus. He's found a way through. He's tried one. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Xerxes is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, smashing header! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Gabriel Jesus demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Inter Milan make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. All right, look promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. McNally. He's played him through. He's having a go. Oh. And that was very necessary. And here's Nunez. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played out to the right. Works it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Played it short. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Alexander-Arnold. Inter Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now Foden. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Rodri. Foden. Oh, that's a key interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Looking for the run. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Foden. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus going face-to-face with his great rival. Now Foden. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. McNally. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Nicely aimed pass. Out to the right. The final 5 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And that will be it. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of... welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Decent hit! They want to be quick to recover this. That is lovely. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Threads one in. Chance to finish. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fellow, Warren Zaire-Emery, Peter, is someone who's considered to be the crown jewel of French football. And at such a young age, his rise has been meteoric, really, since mid-teens. It's rare to see somebody so physically and technically accomplished at that age. But he's got the passing and dribbling skills to be trusted. And I think everybody is on board with that already.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Quality ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mateus. Vinicius Junior. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Drogba. Zaire-Emery. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Mateus. And it's Stoichkov. Schneider. Now it's Drogba. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior takes control of it and he's on the move. Kovacic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And through to the goalkeeper. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's quick to get it clear again. That has been cut short. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's half-time here. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Schneider is wide and looking to get onto this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Schneider.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Pinches it off him. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Schneider. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that was very necessary. He won't be happy with that one. Now that's well seen too. Kunde makes the interception. And it's Schneider. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Schneider, and he's got the beating of his man. Schneider proves... It's Schneider! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Mateus plays it short. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee's given a throw. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's their second corner of the game. Mateus goes short. Roberto Carlos attempts a clearance. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a shade optimistic.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Goulet. Now it's Schneider. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot!
Well, both sides...
He's got to start a goal! And that's off target.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Schneider. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior and Mateus. Now, what about a counter-attack? Roberto Carlos clears. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. That'll be a throw-in. Stones. Aim forwards. And smartly reclaimed. That is ended up in no man's land. He shifted it to the flank. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, players doing their best with tired minds, tired limbs, close to running on empty in search of that elusive winner. They have 15 weary minutes to find that, or will it be a case of succumbing to the inevitable? And we are already back underway. It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? And he's had it nicked away. Vanderson gets it clear. He's gone forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, super find. Hakimi. Well, there's the clearance.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That is good alertness. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Yeah, the longer it went on, it kind of became inevitable that it would end this way, and while each defence can be proud, they've got very little say from here. It's up to the keepers now.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. And he puts them one up.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Messi is the next man in the spotlight. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
This to double their advantage. And that doubles their lead. Manchester United can't afford to miss another one. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
This to put them 2 up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outsteered him there, which gave him the edge.
The third man in the queue. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
This to double their advantage. And they're 2 up. Manchester United must score here to stay in it. Sticks it away.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And there it is, the decisive kick. Manchester United fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. Kajolu, he has found a way through. Kajolu stood his ground strongly. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Iniesta crosses. Saka. Kovacic promptly belts one. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Stoichkov. Davids. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's searching through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mkhitaryan calmly anticipates. Mbappe. He's looking to set free a runner. And Messi! Oh, it's there! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Ball is over the line. There's the header. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And he's let fly. A real chance and a real let-off.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
De Bruyne. And the first half is done. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stoichkov proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt.
There's the shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Cafu. Saka. Has a shot! Oh! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Into the lead once more. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
And yes, it's him again. Liverpool take the lead. Now it's Messi.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Zaire Emery threads one in. Son Heung-min. And that should get the job done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Son Heung-min! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And he cuts out the supply. And he's there to belt it away. He won't be happy with that one. But that has not gone well. He's got away. And he was alert to it.
Manchester United need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
He is through here. Cleared without complication. Well seen, saw that. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here. Tunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. And he's managed to gift it back. Aimed beyond the defence. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Stoichkov shapes the shoot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand, and just listen.
Nuno Mendes. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Messi. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in. Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were... And he's let fly! Now it's Messi. Gets his pass away. Now that's well seen too. He's shifting through the gears. Real chance! And again! Too close for comfort. Nuno Mendes. And that's another good win of the ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tries to get it clear. Zaire Emery. Now it's Iniesta. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he lines up a cross. He's had a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's caused a worry or two. Fires from distance. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckham. Torres. David Villa. Well read, nice interception. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. Skims one in. Goalkeeper's ball. have it, Villa. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Looking for the runner. Keeper's ball. That has been cut short. And the counter is on. And that has put paid to that. Koundé. Manchester United can breathe again. Just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and...
Big chance! Well, now it's a race. Oh, no, what has happened here? Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And no, he's seen through all of that.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Good spot, he's seen the run. And he's certainly onside here. And the shot! It's in! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos. Messi. That is a great pick out. He could be in here. David Villa! Vanderson. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we're done. They needed to win, and they have won. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gakpo! Gakpo! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Gakpo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries, and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! It's in! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Liverpool penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It could be in here. Very nicely done. Kajolu! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Adams. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Nice interception, well timed. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Gakpo!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, there's a probing ball. But they've got it again. Son Heung-min. He is through here. Gakpo! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Liverpool leading a cagey game here. It's had it, tries a shot! Petit is flagged offside. Chiesa gets his pass away. That's gone for a throw-in. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. He rises! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, super find. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Foden, played out to the left flank.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble.
And the shot! Liverpool perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Kudus. Chiesa. He's got away. Nunez. Alexander-Arnold. De Ligt. Kajolu. De Ligt gets it clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Adams. Alexander-Arnold. Ball played for Rashford. De Ligt getting this one clear. Out to the left it goes. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Rashford. McAllister. Well, that has not gone well. Foden. And it's Rashford. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can get that clear. Leicester with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. He's tried one! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! That is it! And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying...